Transformation in 3, 2, 1.
Hi everybody. These readings are good for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, wherever you find them in your chart. They're good for whenever, wherever you find them. Energy is fluid, it's always moving. There is no real such thing as time, just like there's no up in space. So take what you need and leave the rest. And check out your other signs because there might be messages in there for you. Hey everybody. This reading is for the sign of Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, wherever you find it in your chart. I hope you guys are doing well. Ancestors, spirits, guides. What do you need the Saggies to know who are here now and in the future? Wow. Berkana in the reverse. This is a lack of growth. This is the birch tree. It's the letter B. You can see the letter B, but it came out in the reverse. And it feels like maybe there might be some stagnancy in the growth, right? Or lack thereof. Let's get some tarot and we'll find out what that's about. But it does feel like maybe I heard we're growing in it's like growing in a different direction, or something is definitely stuck. Sometimes when things aren't growing, we'll use a plant for example. Maybe it needs to be repotted, right? Maybe it needs to be fed. Maybe it needs to be put out into a different light environment, right? Like what is it that is stunting the growth? And it's about addressing those things. And each of you will know individually in your own life, like areas, like, and if not, troubleshoot, you know what I mean? Like, does it have enough moisture? Are the roots bound? Does it need to be somewhere else? Is half of it dying and the other half of it's not? Well, what is happening here? Are there bugs? What's going on? It's about using that higher education mind, that smarts of yours and that quick wit, like figuring out where these trouble spots are occurring and where the growth is stunted, and then taking the proper measurements to help induce growth to come back. Like maybe it's pruning, like I said, maybe it's repotting it, maybe it's just putting it in a different place so it can get different light. It'll be different for each plant, and it'll be different for each of you. Ancestors, spirits, guides. Three of Swords in the reverse, Nine of Swords. This is about healing from a previous wound. It could be like the things that happened to you in the past. You're so worried about them happening again that like the previous experience are causing you so much anxiety about the present experiences and the future experiences that you're not doing anything. It's like keeping you stuck in a space, or I'm hearing mechanically going through I'm hearing dialogue, I'm hearing diagram, like going through it and checking all the boxes and doing the things, but it's the same. It's like repetition of the same thing over and over, and there's this like apprehension to want to expand because it's like this anxiety is keeping you up at night. Ancestors, spirits, tell us more about this, please. Choices that were made. You're getting, I'm going to show you too, because this deck is mixed deck. You're getting them all in reverse. Same thing just happened to Scorpio. The Lovers in reverse. It could be the breaking up of something. It could be like a past love relationship, a past relationship with siblings. Maybe it was business partner. This is about partnerships, like close up partnerships. And maybe you had to say no because something was very painful, or something happened that hurt you deeply, right? And now you're like carrying that around with you. This is about removing those blockages, disassociating yourself from those previous experiences, not in the sense of saying like at 333, not in the sense of saying like I didn't have that experience, that never happened to me. No, not like that. Say it's a disassociate, saying that was the previous version of myself, that was the past, that's not what me today, that's not what's happening right here in my life. Or if it is, then saying that's not what my future self is going to do, like making a clear-cut decision. Two of Swords in the reverse, right, with the Three of Swords in the reverse, and the Lovers card. This is all air, and the Nine of Swords was coming out. It's all air. It's all like the mental realm, the things that you're telling yourself, right? And it's like you're freaking yourself out because things happened in the past and you don't want those things to happen again. But that is actually what's stunting your growth. I'm telling you what, guys, I'm going to show you right now that this deck is a mixed deck. All right. There's lots of cards that are in the upright, but your cards are coming out in the reverse. And I think it's like a time of re-examination. When that happens, it's time to look at something, like reflect on it, figure out why. Because all these swords, this person did a number on you. This person did a number on you, and the things that they said, King of Swords in the reverse is, you know, the gaslighter. Oof. The mental manipulator, the liar, right? This is somebody who cannot be trusted. And you were, you know, they really put you through the ringer, head and heart, not on the same page. That they get you where you're stuck, because in your heart space, I think that, you know, I don't even think you can hear your heart space. Let's just get real about this. You got Chariot in the reverse on the bottom, growth stuck here, and all of this mental realm that this person is capitalizing and occupying, whether they're actually present in your life or not, whether like they made these choices for you previously, or forced you into boxes, or forced you into squares, or you have to do this or whatever, this previous thing that hurt you so bad, and now you're scared of it. So now you're scared to do the next thing in your life. But that thing, even though you've removed yourself from it, or you've are trying to heal from it and move into the future spaces, it's still dictating, it's still having that, its power and control over you, because it's still keeping you from making decisions, still keeping you from growing, because your head and your heart aren't on the same page. Let's get some clarifiers for this, because this is kind of rough energy, Saggies. But the Three of Swords being in the reverse is like, that's past stuff. What can Saggies do? What can the Sagittarius energy do? And again, this is a mixed deck. You got, I went to a vessels to show you. I was trying to get one that's real clear, and it's the Ace of Vessels, that it's upright, right? And the Hermit in the reverse. The Fool coming out in reverse with the Knight of Swords in the reverse. You are afraid to take action at all, or if you're afraid if you go too quickly, it's going to be a stupid choice. I might say that I agree here. So that's why you got to slow down, because this is the Fool is Aries and Aquarius energy, and then you have this more air sign energy here. Lots and lots and lots of air. Lots going on in the mental realm, Sag. Lots going on in the mental realm. And yes, if you move out of panic, like take a movement or action motivated by panic or fear, it's not going to work out well for you, right? You have to, again, separate yourself, detach yourself from these thoughts, because those are the thoughts that this energy is keeping you stuck in. All right, what can they do? How can they get out of this energy? This is intense. Spirit, how can they get out of this energy? What can they do? Two of Swords, like you're at a point of indecision. This card has been coming out. I don't feel like that helps. There's like blockages happening here. But it is taking that time out. Moon and Libra. It is about taking that time out and not taking action if you don't have all of the information. Ooh, okay, awesome. How can they grow? How can Sagittarius energy grow in this situation? Three of Cups. Listen, get back to look at Cups. Your heart space, your soul tribe. People you know you can trust. People you know have your back. Okay? This is about like reestablishing your relationships with your friends, with your true loved ones. It doesn't have to be in a romantic sense. This is about getting back to that space. Look, they're going out for coffee. They're hanging out. Maybe they're having tea. Yeah, Two of Vessels, Three of Vessels. Because it's going to put you back in touch with your spirit self, with your heart space, with your heart center. And you might be getting together with a whole bunch of friends, and then your bestie is there. Or you meet the love of your life and you realize that you don't need to be so weird and apprehensive about every single person every single time, because not every single person is this energy. Yeah, the you that was you then and the you that is you now. And I feel like you're like, maybe even like loving that previous version of self and it's helping you to reestablish your bonds with your friends that maybe you've gotten away from. Maybe you're afraid of people who have never hurt you before and have always been your friends, but you are in such a apprehensive state. You're in such a state of anxiety because of the previous experiences. You don't want to put yourself into a vulnerable position, but that's stifling your growth. All right, this is Ganesha. Ganesha, what would you like to tell Saggies, ancestor, spirit, guide? What would you like to tell Sagittarius to help them out in the situation? Look, don't read these cards in reverse. Prosperity and harmony. Prosperity came out in the reverse. Harmony came out in the upright. Maybe it's about re-examining your ideas of what is prosperous, both in your thought realm, in your material world, and in your heart space, right? And in your spiritual, like, what is prosperous? Getting into harmony with what you truly want, which again, like, you have to get back to the space where you can see what your heart wants before you can answer that question. Like, reharmonizing yourself through that. And you're going to do that by getting back in touch with people who know your soul, who know your heart, who know your mind, and who love you. No matter what, look, guidance. Yeah. Gonna help lead you, give you some good advice, give you some support, give you some love, and help you get back into that, true you, the new true you, without all this mental luggage, right? All right, we're going to get you a note in prosperity here. Notes on abundance from the universe by Mike Dooley, ancestor spirit. What would you like to tell Saggies? Oh, it says, when you look around you at the world, at those in the world who flourish, thrive, laugh, and love, those whose lives are filled with friendships, adventures, and abundance, aren't they, more often than not, first and foremost, the dreamers? Well, what a coincidence. Or did you just luck out? Wink, wink. Yeah, spend some time daydreaming about what you would like your life to look like. And go ahead and just go have fun. This is like, flourish, thrive, laugh. Those who have friendships, adventures, and love, they're dreaming about the possibilities of positive outcomes, right? And sharing that with like-minded kindred spirits. And it's what grows you and brings you back into yourself. Okay, I hope that was helpful. I hope that you got something out of it. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for remembering to hit like and subscribe if this resonated with you. And if it didn't resonate with you, check out your other signs. There might be messages in there for you. And thank you for coming back and seeing us again next time. Bye.
Transformation in 3, 2, 1.